everybody, and welcome to the Laughing Through the Pain podcast. I'm your host, Eleanor.
And I'm Marianne.
And today we thought we would do kind of a more lighthearted video. Not a video. My, past YouTube self is coming out.
Subscribe to Marianne's channel.
No. A more lighthearted episode. So far we've covered, singleness and relationships, and we have other more heavy topics in the future. Originally, episode 3 was supposed to be depression, but I figured let's do a lighthearted prelude before we actually get into, more, heavy and harder topics.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, I think we'll do something kind of fun like this. Marianne, do you want to tell everybody what we're doing today?
We are going to be taking a series of Buzzfeed quizzes. Buzzfeed, as you know, is the most reliable source for figuring out your personality, learning psychology, just figuring out what humanity is really all about. What makes us tick? Well, the fine writers at Buzzfeed are here to help. We have a bunch of quizzes lined up, and I say that we just get started. What do you think, sis?
I think that sounds great. So, Marianne was kind enough to compile this list beforehand. And we added a couple just before recording. So the first one that we're going to be doing is choose 6 Disney characters, and we will reveal what your love language is. And get this, with 99% accuracy.
Ooh, challenge accepted. But before we start this, we should tell what our love languages are. That way, we can see at the end and compare them and see how accurate they are. So what is your love language?
So, my top 2 are pretty close. For a really long time, I thought my top one was physical touch. But it actually turns out that quality time is a little over physical touch by just a little bit. So, and then I think 3, and there's a big gap between 2 and 3, I think was acts of service. And then the other 2 are, irrelevant.
No, nobody cares. No.
Well, no, they're just, they're so not my love language.
No.
The scores for them were super, super small.
That would be gifts, right? Gifts is one of your lower ones?
Gifts and words of affirmation. I think words of affirmation is lower than gifts, though.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. We will do an episode in the future about love languages, going into what they are, what the different kinds are, how to speak them, how to hear them. That'll be a fun episode.
Maybe we can retake the quiz, too.
Ooh, we could do that.
Because it's been a little bit since I've taken it.
So that's what we can do on that episode. All
so
right.
Look forward to that.
My love languages near the top are quality time and words of affirmation. Quality time makes sense because I'm an extrovert who suffers from FOMO anytime I can't do something or leave my house. It is literally the worst. So I don't know what the other 3 are. I think it's physical touch, acts of service, and then gifts are at the bottom. And we'll get into this in the future episode, but that's not to say that I don't appreciate getting gifts, or you don't appreciate a word of affirmation, a kind word, but that's how we hear love the most, is when people speak our languages to us. Mm-hmm. So it's not if you give me a gift, I'm going to be like, how unloving of you. But yeah, we'll get into all of that.
I do appreciate gifts, but,
Yeah.
But we'll talk more about that in that episode in the future.
Tuned.
So, we'll just, I guess, start picking our princesses.
Let's go.
Pick a princess. There's Cinderella from Cinderella. Who would have thought? Jasmine from Aladdin. Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Pocahontas from Pocahontas. Mulan from Mulan. And then Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
I'm picking Belle.
Yeah, I think out of all of these movies, I didn't really watch most of them. I think I probably saw Beauty and the Beast most of everything. Oh, pick a prince.
Ooh.
Li Shang from Mulan is kind of fine, though. Oh, they have Flynn Rider from Tangled. I'm so picking him.
Prince Naveen from The Princess and the Frog. Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. Li Shang from Mulan. Aladdin from Aladdin. Flynn Rider from Tangled, or Prince Charming, the man with no personality, no voice, and no name.
Except for the third movie when he eats himself out a window.
He has a third movie?
It's like, Cinderella, A Twist in Time.
Oh, I remember that one.
You know, I don't really remember any of the Cinderella movies, but I think I remember that one maybe the most.
That implies there's a second movie. Is there a second movie?
Yes. Pretty sure there's 3.
I think I blocked that out. Gross.
I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of, like, Disney sequels are not the vibe.
I'm picking Aladdin.
I'm gonna pick Flynn from Tangled.
Nice.
Ooh, pick a villain. Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Scar from The Lion King, Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco. I watched 20 minutes of Coco and turned it off.
Aww.
Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, Jafar from Aladdin, and Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians.
Wow, I'm torn between Scar and Yzma because I love both of those movies and I love both of those villains so much.
Yeah, I'm torn between like Scar and Cruella de Vil. Not that I really like Cruella de Vil, but
she's fabulous.
But you know, like 101 Dalmatians was like my obsession when I was little, and it was pretty much like the only movie that I would watch, and I watched it like on a daily basis for like 5 years.
Well, I'm gonna pick Scar because Lion King is my second favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, Scar has my favorite villain song.
Yes, me
Be
too.
Prepared is fantastic. So
That whole soundtrack, man, is just, it's so perfect.
Yes. I think I'll go with Scar as well.
Okay.
Ooh, pick a sidekick.
Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King, Flounder from The Little Mermaid, Pascal from Tangled. Did I say that right?
Pascal, yes.
Mushu from Mulan, and Piglet.
What is this picture? I feel like Piglet doesn't look like that.
There are 2 very wrong answers. Can you guess which ones they are? Flounder is so helpless. What is he gonna do? He gets himself into trouble and Ariel has to save him.
Can I just say, I really hate Tinkerbell.
Yeah. She's a bleep word. She's very rude, and
like, I don't know if anybody saw what was those movies called, the Pixie Hollow films.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember I think Tinkerbell was in those, but she was definitely not my favorite fairy.
Well, have you seen the original Peter Pan?
Yeah, I have. And she's such a little, like, she's awful.
She's awful.
She's just like, oh, everything's about me. I'm dying because I'm not getting enough attention. Like, get over yourself. Come on.
I mean, same, but that doesn't make for...
So dramatic.
That's so funny.
And she just, like, does stuff to, like, hijack...
Yeah, she's...
Wendy, and, like, make her life hard. And I'm like, what did she ever do to you?
She's the worst.
I'm
gonna have to go with Mushu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was there for Mulan. He has a great sense of humor.
I don't know. Like, I'm torn between Timon and Pumbaa and Pascal.
Mm.
Because, like, Pascal's just really funny.
He is.
And then, like, Timon and Pumbaa are, like, a really iconic duo.
Well, I guess you have to ask yourself, what do you look for in a sidekick?
I don't know. Usually I'm the sidekick.
You're the quirky best friend?
I wouldn't really say... I don't feel like I'm that quirky. I'm just, like... I'm not a leader. Like... I don't have, like, a lead personality. I'm gonna...
I was gonna say sadness, but it's a joke. I'm kidding.
Wait.
My leading personality trait is sadness.
Oh! I thought you were talking about, like, sadness from Inside Out, because...
Oh, I love sadness.
We still haven't come up with a name for her.
No, we haven't.
Wait, real quick. Look up the third sister from the book. Because...
Okay, you choose between your sidekicks, and I'll do just that.
Cool. I mean, Timon and Pumbaa got their own movie.
They did. They really did.
I think I'll go with Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay, what is the next one?
Pick one of Andy's toys from Toy Story. Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Jesse, Bo Peep, Rex, and Mr. Potato Head. I really like Rex. I think he's super funny.
Rex. Her name is Margaret.
Margaret. Okay, so then she'll be Margaret.
That is what we're going to refer to her as.
So, going back to, like, the Inside Out thing, Margaret tells me that I remind her of Sadness from Inside Out. So she's just like, you know, you just kind of, like, look like her, and you're kind of, she says, I'm droopy.
Oh my gosh!
And I asked her, I think, once what that meant, and she explained it to me, but I don't remember.
Have you seen a picture of the voice actress who plays Sadness?
No, I haven't.
It's Phyllis from The Office. I'll show you a picture of her.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
This is what she looks like.
Oh, yeah, I've seen her before.
She is awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Where did we leave off?
Pick one of Andy's toys from Toy Story.
Toy Story. One of my favorite movies of all time because it's the first movie that I ever saw in theaters as a wee lass. I
think the earliest movie, the one that I can remember the most is going to see Chicken Little when it was in theaters because we had to sit at, like, the very front. So, you know, your neck is, like, craned up and you're just like...
Ow!
And you're in that position for, like, 2 hours.
Yep.
So, and then you're like, I can't move my neck anymore.
No wonder we have neck problems.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Woody. He is courageous. He grows as a character over the series.
Oh, okay.
He's a loyal friend, again, after the first movie, because he tries to kill Buzz off, but then he learns his lesson, so Woody is just the best.
I'm gonna go with Rex.
Rex!
I used my head.
How do you spell FBI? Rex is good. Rex is a good one.
Finally, pick a character you most... I could read. Pick a character you relate to the most.
How does anybody relate to any of these characters? Mufasa from The Lion King. Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh yeah, I'm an evil witch.
Yep. Genie from Aladdin. Marie from the Aristocats. Merida from Brave. I have not seen Brave.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
Or Hector Rivera from Coco. I don't know.
You know, I wouldn't have picked these characters.
No. I would have picked Belle again. Because I just want to read and ignore all my adult problems.
Yeah, I can't even, like, pick a character just off the top of my head, but, like,
I'm gonna pick Mufasa just because I love Lion King.
Okay, I guess I'll go with Merida.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh!
Wait.
It was right! It picked quality time.
It picked words of affirmation for me. I don't know if y'all remember in the last, like, 5 minutes, but words of affirmation is actually my lowest.
You are the kind of person who never gets sick of spending time with the ones you love. Whether it's taking a road trip or staying in to watch a movie, 2 of my favorite things, you don't really care what you're doing just as long as you're with your people. Yes! Well done, BuzzFeed! Not for you, though.
No. It says, you're the kind of person who constantly tells their family, friends, and partners, I love you. To you, there's nothing more powerful than expressing your feelings through words, especially with text messages, letters, and cards.
It's sort of true in the way you express your feelings.
But that's not like...
Not the way that people talk to you. That's not your spoken love language, right?
I don't know. I'm really not good at giving words of affirmation. Like, it's something that I'm kind of trying to work on because specifically, like, in my job, like, telling people more often, like, oh, wow, like you did a great job. Like, this project that you worked on looks great. But naturally speaking, I am so awful at showing my love for people through words.
99%.
Like, it really doesn't come naturally to me. And, like, I do like receiving words of affirmation, but, like, sometimes it really depends on what it is. But it's definitely not my top love language. So... I call crap on that one.
99% accuracy.
Yeah, right. I guess I'm the 1%.
I am the 1%.
Oh, gosh. Alright.
What's next?
Moving on from that. You put which Disney princess is your perfect match?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Which Disney princess would you marry?
Sure, why not? Question 1. Choose your favorite animal. Horse, bird, fish, lizard.
Bird. Look at the face that bird is
It
making.
looks
It's
so
just
cute.
Ah! That sounds like the sound that's coming out of that bird's face.
Have you ever seen that video of, it's some, like, mouse, and it looks like it's, like, a documentary, like, on, like, National Geographic, and then the mouse just goes, ah! And just, like, starts yelling.
No! I'll have to watch that later. That's funny.
And then at the end it's like, ah! It's definitely edited, but it's so
That's
funny.
how Margaret makes me laugh. She'll just look at me and go, just scream.
Yeah, there was one time we went on, like, a camping trip, and I kind of do photography as, like, just a hobby. And I was taking a picture of Marianne, and Marianne isn't great at just, like, posing.
No.
She looks super unnatural.
I'm very awkward when I have to pose.
Yeah, so we were like, we need to figure out a way to, like, make you smile. And so we were like, Margaret, make Marianne laugh or something. And then she just starts screaming. It was super funny.
It made me... I like that picture of myself. Because
It's
it
really
made me,
cute.
like, genuinely laugh, genuinely smile.
My favorite part about it is, like, your smile is so genuine, but, like, then you also have, like, this color in your cheeks.
Aw.
And it looks really, really cute.
That's because I don't have any color otherwise. You gotta make me laugh or make me blush, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's the color.
She's not just transparent.
I am a ghost.
Out of all of these 3... Oh, wait, did you pick yours?
I picked bird, just because his face is really funny. And I like birds.
Yeah. I have a bird tattoo. I'll go with a bird.
Bird.
Out of all those, which season is your favorite?
Fall.
Summer, fall, winter, spring. I like the fall as well.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you like to live?
A city apartment, a remote cottage, done. An ancient castle, or a beachside mansion. As nice as the idea of a beachside mansion sounds, who is going to clean that? I'm not going to clean it. That's a lot of work.
Sand is rough, and
it's coarse, and it's irritating,
and it gets everywhere.
I love you.
No. Thanks.
Remote cottage, baby.
Okay, how dope would it be to live in an ancient castle?
I think it'd be pretty dope.
I'm going to pick an ancient castle, because that sounds awesome.
What is your favorite activity to do on your days off?
Try new foods, watch TV, hang with friends, or paint.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Hang with friends. Extroverts.
I'm debating between watch TV and paint, because I do both of those things. I'll probably go with TV, because that's what I do more often. Which outfit would you love to wear? Oh, they can't see it.
Okay, one is an off-the-shoulder long dress that kind of looks like a wedding dress.
A little bit, yeah.
One looks like a long-sleeve punk rock t-shirt with shredded jeans. One is a nice, albeit low-cut sweater with a normal pair of jeans. Oh wait, no, there's a slit in the knee. And then one is, I do not even know how to describe that.
It's like a kind of tannish plaid blazer with, I don't know what kind of color you'd call that. Like a rusty orange?
Yeah.
Pant. They're like capri, like loose-fitting capri pants.
It looks business casual, sort of. I'm going with the punk rock looking long sleeve top with the shredded pants.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go with the white, like, kind of wedding dress looking.
Nice.
What's your dream date? Picnic, stargazing, amusement park, dinner, and a movie.
Stargazing. 100%.
I don't know. Dinner and a movie just sounds so, like, classic.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard of so many people going on dates like that, and then they kind of get stuck in a date they don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, oh, the movie, and then you committed to dinner.
You can't talk during a movie, so it's definitely not a good first date.
Yeah. I think definitely, like, if you have an established relationship, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with dinner and a movie. Finally, choose a cute couple outfit.
It would take way too long to explain these. So I'm just going to pick the ruffle top and the shorts. And then the guy is wearing some form-fitting blue jeans. Boop.
Are you talking about this one?
I'm talking about that one.
Oh, okay. So I guess briefly, the first picture is just a guy in a black t-shirt and jeans. Girl has a blue ruffle top and gray shorts. The second picture is, it kind of looks like either gray or cream off the shoulder, like loose-fitting top. And then he's got, like, a collared shirt and nice pants. And then 2 people and 2 different colored sweaters. And then I can't even see this one. I can see her, like, blue skirt and her red top, but I can't see what the other person's wearing.
It's so poorly shot.
I know. If it was bigger, it might look better, but, like, the colors are, like, not contrasting enough with the ground. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the second one. The collared shirt and the gray or cream top. Belle.
Me too! Belle! You are a dreamer with your head in the clouds. True. You and Belle would be great together because you love to travel, read, and go on adventures. Yes, my girl! I love Beauty and the Beast. That is my favorite Disney movie of all time.
It was a good movie.
It's so good. The remake was...
Really? I didn't hate the live action that bad.
I despised it. But that's only because I love the original so much. And they ruined everything in the live action one. But I can't get on that soapbox or else I'll go on for like 30 minutes. So you got Belle too?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Which Disney princess are you?
Let's do it.
What is your favorite Disney movie? The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Robin Hood, Aristocats, The Lion King, The Love Bug, which I've never seen.
I think it's older.
Freaky Friday, The Sword and the Stone, which I actually don't think I've seen Sword and the Stone. Lady and the Tramp, and The Black Cauldron. I've never seen The Black Cauldron. Don't know what that is. Lion King.
Lion King. Beauty and the Beast is not on this. And by the way, these quizzes aren't all going to be Disney themed. So
they just so happen to be.
They just
so
happen
far.
to be so far.
Your enemies are probably envious of.
What is that word?
Industriousness.
Okay, it cuts off like.
I know. I saw that. And I was
through.
like,
My industriousness, my looks. I don't have enemies. My determination, my dreams, my wealth, my bravery, my demeanor, my passions. I don't really have any enemies.
I would go with that too. I don't think so.
No.
What are you most scared of? Saying goodbye to my friends, losing my job, pop quizzes, global warming, scissors, corporations, war, being alone, standing still.
Oh, that's hard.
Who would pick... Okay, why is pop quizzes on the same list as war? Can someone please explain?
Global warming, a very real thing, and scissors. Me?
Literally, what?
Probably being alone.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn between being alone and losing my job. Just because I really, really like the job that I have.
You have a great job.
I have a fantastic job. I went from working in a hellhole retail store. Yay. And now I work at a much smaller business with great people, and it's fantastic. So it's a job I do not want to lose.
That sounds like the right answer.
Yeah. There's also not spiders on here, so I'll go with losing my job just because, like, the job I have is something that I really, really like.
Oh, steadfastness. I was like, it cut off again. What do you look for in a soulmate? Loyalty, steadfastness, passion with two N's, bravery, kindness, beauty, humor, a sense of adventure, or wealth. See, why can't they just cut it up like that? When I see just the beginning of the word, I'm like, Stevie. What
is that?
So annoying.
If you turn it on the side, you can read it.
Hey.
But
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Loyalty is mine.
I would probably agree with that. Because if they ain't loyal, choose an animal to talk to. A phoenix, a bluebird, a mouse, a meerkat, a warthog. Animals can't talk. A cockatoo, shark, and a possum. Phoenixes are super lit.
I'd pick a phoenix. Quite literally.
I'm gonna go with a phoenix. I think we're gonna probably get the same one.
Probably. Oh, here we go. Here's where we might differ. What do you like to do with your time off? Go camping, just get out of town, get together with my family, lie around. I'm always working! In all caps. Play video games, burn the candle at both ends.
What does that even mean?
Be so busy that you just exhaust yourself. You're doing so much at once that it's like lighting a candle at both ends, so it's reaching burnout.
Oh.
LARPing or going to the beach.
Good old LARPing.
Good old LARPing.
Uh...
Listening around, recording podcasts.
I think out of all of these, I would probably say play video games.
Cool. I'd say just get out of town. Go to the mountains.
What is the secret to true love? Humor, understanding. I'll know when I find it. Faith, compassion, acceptance, communication, chemistry, if I could read, and equality. Communication.
Communication. There's so many good ones. Communication is important. Faith is important. Faith is important to both of us. Communication is so important, though. I'm torn. I'm torn between faith and communication.
Yeah, I mean...
Because faith could go so many different ways.
That could mean a lot of different things.
It could. It's very vague.
Yeah.
I'll pick communication because that's a little less vague.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to go for. Communication.
Okay.
Where
would you like to have a first date? We were just talking about this. Wow, I hate 3 of these right off the bat.
Oh yeah, that's one of the first 3 that are there. Movie
theater, bar, club, park, zoo, coffee shop, restaurant, museum. I don't have time to date.
Who wants to have a first date at a bar or a club? Like, okay.
Oh,
here's my thing about, like, the whole idea of going to a club or a bar. Like, I guess going to a bar might not be so awful. Sometimes bar food is good. But there's just so many people. And I'm really not... Like, I'm definitely more introverted than extroverted. But I do like people, for the most part. Just not in that environment.
I am so uncomfortable around people who have been drinking, just based on my past. It just, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick coffee shop.
I would pick... Coffee shop is just such a classic first date.
It is.
Yeah, I'll go with coffee shop. Pick a singer. Lorde, Willow Smith, Miley Cyrus. But I think they capitalized the I in
Miley Cyrus.
Christina Aguilera, Miles Davis, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Bruno Mars, Lana Del Rey.
Ooh, decisions. Probably Lorde.
Lorde.
I
don't know. I don't really listen to any of these people. But probably Lana Del Rey out of all of them.
I used to love Bruno Mars so much.
Yeah.
I was in high school. He was my jam. What is your happily ever after? Having good friends, finding my equal, achieving my dreams, having a job I love, being in a caring relationship, living in a mansion, finding inner peace. I'm not sure yet. Traveling the world. Oh, I wish.
Happily ever after.
If I was financially stable, I'd be traveling the world. But if we're talking realistically, it would be being in a caring relationship.
Yeah. I would probably agree with that. Move on.
Belle!
Oh my gosh, wow.
Amazing. Well done, BuzzFeed.
So we actually got different results, which is fantastic.
I could see you as Mulan. What's the description?
Outgoing and vivacious. No. You are considered the sporty one in your group. However, athletics are not the sum total of who you are, as you have a keen interest in the world around you. Literally?
Athletics?
How?
You don't even watch sports.
No, I mean, like, I dance.
You do dance.
I mean, here's, like, I guess
counts.
I am sporty, just in not conventional ways.
Yeah, you hear sporty, you think, like, basketball.
Or, like, playing soccer.
Football.
Blah, blah, blah. No, like, the sports I've done in my life, I did do soccer. I was on a swim team. I did martial arts for a really long time. Now I dance. And I also like to bike. Like, those are, like, my...
Yeah.
sports, if you will, but a lot of people don't think like count dance as a sport, which isn't true. Ballet is harder than football. Yeah. My ballet teacher always says if it was easy, we would be playing football.
Oh, I love that.
She's fantastic.
That's the sad reality is people don't look at dance as a sport, even though it's very physically demanding.
Oh my gosh.
But the reason I laughed is because I had this image of you like in a football uniform with a helmet. You're just like, hey. Just cracked. I was like, oh my gosh. But you're not a jock. You're not a jerk. No. Dance counts, though. Dance really does count.
What was the description for Belle?
You have the uncommon ability to see the best in everyone. True.
That is true.
You believe that everyone has a redeeming virtue. True.
Mm-hmm.
You are considered incredibly empathetic by your friends. Would you consider me incredibly empathetic?
Yes.
Yep. It's hard being an empath because if I'm around someone who's sad, even if I'm having the best day ever, if someone comes to me with a problem and they're sad and they're sharing it with me, I get sad. It's like being sad for them, like a sympathy sad. It's just like, oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm definitely not that way. Next one was, what letter does your soulmate's name start with? Plan a dinner with your Valentine to find out.
Here we go.
Love is on the menu, y'all. That's what the description said.
Oh, I thought you thought of that, like, off the top of your head. I was like, hey.
I'm not that clever. The first one is pick an appetizer. Oysters. Ugh. Seared tuna. Truffle fries. Charcuterie board. Escargot. Baked brie.
What restaurant are we at where my options for appetizers do not include mozzarella sticks, chicken wings?
I don't go to restaurants this fancy.
Bread, something normal. This is rich people.
I've never had truffle fries, but they look fantastic.
That seared tuna looks pretty good, so
I'm gonna go with truffle fries.
Seared tuna. Okay, pick another appetizer. How much room is there in my potato croquets, fig flatbread, bruschetta, stuffed mushrooms, caprese salad, calamari. Oh my gosh, where are we? Do I have room in my stomach, let alone my budget?
Hey, you ate your entire sub sandwich yesterday.
I did. I'm very proud of myself.
I was shocked. Oh, but no, not only did you eat all of your 6-inch, you also had your 2 cookies and a bag of chips, which is shocking because she, like,
I eat like a bird.
Yeah,
that's
kind
how
of just like go over here. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm full. Like an hour later. Okay, more snacks.
Literally like a bird. Like a bird.
I would go with the oh my gosh, I'm just having an issue today. Potato croquets. Those look delightful.
I'm gonna go with the calamari.
Calamari is too squishy for me.
Fried calamari.
Pick a main dish. Buttery lobster, rigatoni with bolognese, seared scallops, filet mignon, butterscotch risotto, roasted duck.
Squatter nut bosh. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
It's a Friends reference. Remember that time you tried to say butternut squash and it came out squatter nut bosh? Roasted duck is really, really good.
I've never had duck, actually.
I had it when I went to Alaska. And it is the bomb diggity dog. Or else I'd pick filet mignon.
What is filet mignon?
It's a cut of steak.
Oh, word. I love steak. I'm going to go with filet mignon then, because steak is
duck.
fantastic. Pick another one.
Oh my gosh.
How much food is on this table? Dang.
How do you pronounce that first one? Paella? Paella?
Paella?
Paella?
Paella.
That.
I would say paella.
Paella, pesto ravioli, lamb chops, grilled mahi-mahi, beef Wellington. What? Cacio e pepe. Where are we?
It could be cacio e pepe.
The mahi-mahi.
I don't know. I'm going to go with lamb chops.
I'm going to go with ravioli.
I don't really like ravioli.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Pick a side dish. Ratatouille. All gratin potatoes, roasted carrots, rice pilaf, Hasselback potatoes. Oh, I saw these on TikTok recently. Bacon wrapped asparagus.
Margaret, if you're listening right now, which I know you are, please don't make fun of us for our lack of pronunciation.
You better be listening.
You better be listening. If you're not, why?
I think she finally listened to the rest of episode 2, like yesterday.
She was texting about it, and I was like, hey, 2 weeks later.
I know. Okay, I know we've all seen the movie, but what is Ratatouille?
What is Ratatouille?
You know what? We're going to Google it real quick, because...
I'm going to go with those potatoes, because those potatoes look good.
I'm going to go with the potatoes, too, but, like, I need to know what Ratatouille is. Recipes and cooking times differ widely, but common ingredients include tomato, garlic, onion, courgette or zucchini, aubergine, eggplant, bell pepper, and some combination of leafy green herbs common to the region. So it's just a bunch of, like, vegetables chopped up in a fancy way?
Guess so.
I mean, yeah. If anybody saw my video that I made when I played the Turing test, just to prove how well I can read, just watch that. I'm going to go with Hasselback potatoes.
And subscribe while you're at it.
Exactly. Shameless self-promo.
Pick a festive drink. Strawberries and champagne. Chocolate strawberry milkshake. Berry smoothie. Lavender lemonade. Oh, yes. Hibiscus iced tea. Hibiscus iced tea. Hibiscus iced tea. Or beetroot latte. Lavender lemonade, 100% all the way.
Strawberries and champagne sounds really good, though.
It's lovely.
Or, like, but, like, my inner sweet lover is, like, chocolate strawberry milkshake.
Yeah.
Just the picture of it looks divine.
I know. I'm starving now.
I will go with chocolate strawberry milkshake. Pick a dessert. Tiramisu. I've never had tiramisu, actually. Apple cranberry pie. Apple rose cakes. That looks delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Millet
Fouille.
Fouille. Mille Feuille. Wait.
Fouille. I don't know.
I wonder if I can have, like, Siri read it to me.
Milfoy.
I'm sorry, huh?
Milfoy.
Milfoy.
It sounds like Malfoy.
Sounds like milf-oy.
Creme brulee. Chocolate covered strawberries. Chocolate covered strawberries.
Tiramisu is really wet because it's usually made with alcohol. So it's like spongy and moist. So if that's your thing, then more power to you. But I'm going with the apple rose cakes.
Finally, last one. Pick one last dessert.
Oh my gosh. Molten lava cake. Red velvet cake. Chocolate fondue. Jam cookies. Chocolate mousse cake. Raspberry cupcakes. I am so hungry.
I know, these all look delicious. Jam cookies. Ugh. I don't like jam cookies.
Red velvet cake.
Molten lava cake is what I'll go with. Oh!
Oh no!
So mine are M, T, or L.
Mine are J, P, or O. J names. Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, yikes.
I've had my fair share of J names.
I'm trying to think of... I can think of an L off the bat.
Yeah, me too.
T? Or M? Do we know anybody that starts with T or M? Oh, no.
I can't think of anyone who starts with T. I can think of names that start with T. Tim.
Yeah, nobody that I know.
Others. I can think of a lot of names that start with T. Tim.
All of those.
I want to reference that at least once in every episode.
Well, we're 2 for 2. 2 for 3 so far.
3 for 4. 5 for 9.
$10.99 with shipping.
Hey, that's your tea. I love it.
Literally, I guess I can think of, like, I can think of an M, I can think of an L, but I don't think we know anybody that starts with a T.
I can't think of anyone in our circle of friends that realistically you could go out with that starts with a T.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's him, but I'm like, no.
No. Plus, he's not even in our friend group. He's someone else.
Are you ready? For the one that I've been looking forward to the most, is your best friend in love with you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
This is gonna be tricky. Who am I gonna think of?
Oh, okay, we should name so my best friend is... Margaret. Who is your best friend?
Who is my best friend? I know so many wonderful people. I'm gonna go with...
Because I would assume probably me.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you.
Okay. Do you talk to each other about your crushes and relationships? Or should we go with, like, which guy friend we're closest to?
Oh, I can do that.
Because that would make more sense.
Okay, so sorry, Margaret. We know you're in love with her. We know. We don't need a quiz to prove that.
We went to dinner yesterday, and I wanted to wear, like, something different than just hoodie and sweatpants. So I wore a cardigan that I haven't worn in a long time, and I told my mom, I was like, does this look good? And she's like, yeah, you're just wearing, like, black pants, black shirt, and cardigan. Like, okay. I was like, yeah, but, like, it doesn't look bad, right? And she was like, who are you dressing up for? And I'm like, literally no one. And then, like, after her asking a couple of times, I'm like, I'm going to dinner with Margaret. And she was like, well, why didn't you just say so? And then we were joking about that we went on a date.
I mean, yeah. That's essentially, y'all go on dates a lot.
Yeah. In terms of, like, guy friends that I feel like I'm close to, I have 2 options.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's hard, because it's like, you've known both of them for a long time, and... So, pick a number, 1 or 2?
1. Okay.
Okay. That's tricky for me, to pick a guy best friend. Okay,
pick 1 or 2.
2. Okay.
Okay, so we just spent the last couple minutes thinking of who we are closest to in terms of our guy friends. So we're going with that.
What are you gonna name yours?
That's a great question. I don't know how I should refer to him.
I'm going to refer to mine as Nathaniel. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Then I guess Jonathan.
Nathaniel and Jonathan. Perfect.
Alright.
Question 1.
Do you talk to each other about your crushes and relationships? Not really.
We go to each other for advice, but I don't just tell him everything.
Yeah, I would just say, not really. Have you ever kissed?
No, never.
Yes, on more than one occasion. No, never. Does on the cheek count only during truth or dare spin the bottle? Never.
I love how no, never is, like, bigger than the other ones.
No.
It sounds like it's being shouted. Pick the most accurate way to describe your relationship. Siblings, an old married couple, soulmates, best friends forever.
We're definitely like siblings.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Me, probably best friends forever.
Be honest, have you ever considered dating them? The thought has crossed my mind. I don't know, but we joke about it sometimes. Honestly, all the time. Ew, no way. The thought has crossed my mind.
The thought has crossed my mind, indeed. If you got into a big argument with your significant other, what would your BFF most likely say? They'd talk it out with me and try to solve the problem. They'd come over with ice cream. They'd listen to me vent but not offer advice. They'd tell me I deserve better.
Just thinking about Jonathan's personality, he'd probably just, like, come over with ice cream. That would be the most likely thing. That's never happened. But that, you know, he doesn't do well with emotions.
Knowing him, he would help how he could, but...
Yeah. He'd just be like, you want some ice cream? Or, like, he'd probably bring donuts.
That sounds like him. Nathaniel would probably talk it out with me and try to solve the problem. Just knowing him. He's very analytical.
How do you like to spend your time together? Just hanging out and having fun with our group of friends. Having deep late night talks about life, going to the movies, theme park, etc. Just the two of us. Anything as long as we're together. Just hanging out and having fun in our group of friends.
Yeah, just hanging out. If someone thought you two were a couple, what would your friend's most likely reaction be? That is weirdly phrased. What would your friend's most likely reaction be?
Oh, that is a weird phrase.
That's
what the
weird.
heck?
They'd laugh it off. They'd probably get weirded out. No, they're like my brother/sister. They'd blush and change the subject.
No, they're like my brother/sister.
They'd probably get weirded out.
Finally, which TV duo most accurately resembles you and your bestie? Joey and Dawson from Dawson's Creek. Awful show, by the way. My mom watches it. It's so terrible.
I've never seen it.
I've seen a couple episodes. All of it's just like stupid teen drama, and you're like, you have no real problem. So annoying. Betty and Veronica from Riverdale. Scott and Styles from Teen Wolf. I've never seen Teen Wolf. JT and Liberty from Degrassi The Next Generation. Never seen it.
I've never seen any of those.
Jenny and Marcus from Ginny and Georgia. Francine and Muffy from Arthur. I haven't seen most of these.
Oh, I have seen Ginny and Georgia.
I have not.
It's so good. It's very inappropriate, but it's so good. Francine and Muffy.
I don't know. I haven't really seen any of these. Except for Riverdale, but I wouldn't...
I'm gonna pick Francine and Muffy because it's platonic.
What's the relationship with Francine and Muffy?
They're just best friends.
Okay.
Two girls, best friends.
I'll just go with that. Hey, yep, that's the vibe. Just friends. Platonic vibes only. You and your bestie are just good pals. Nothing more. Honestly, it's a total blessing. Relationships come and go, but true friend, that's forever.
Ooh, amen. Mine is they're testing out the waters. Looks like your best friend may have some feelings to sort out. They're not totally sure if they want to be more than friends, but they're most likely open to the possibility of discussing it. You two are overdue for a heart-to-heart talk. No. I love our friendship. I love him as a person, but it is going to stay a friendship. The end.
True that.
What's the next one? Oh, we have 2 left. Excellent, because we're coming up on an hour.
Yeah.
So this is well-timed. Put together a lovely afternoon picnic, and we'll determine how long it will be until you're married.
Awesome.
Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. It's a Bruno Mars song. Hey, baby.
Well, yeah.
I think I want to marry you.
The way you said it, though, was like...
Creepy?
Well, you know, like those action dolls that have noises?
Like the superheroes with the pre-programmed phrases?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I want to date you. I want to marry you. Go, Spidey, go.
Go, web shooter.
Go, Power Ranger. Okay.
Where's your picnic? On the beach, in a park, in the forest, at my house.
On the beach. Que romantica. I would want to do on the beach.
I would say in a park.
Who are you inviting? Friends, family, significant other, just me.
Wow, that's one sad picnic.
All around me are familiar faces.
Friends. I would say friends, too. What meal are you having? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks?
Snacks! Snacks! Lunch. My favorite meal of the day.
I feel like lunch is just an easy picnic thing.
Yep.
So I would say lunch.
What food are you bringing? Sandwiches? Pumpkin soup? Cheeseburgers? Hot dogs and fries? Who takes the time to make pumpkin soup for a picnic?
Literally no idea.
Probably sandwiches. I'm basic.
I would say cheeseburger.
Ooh, speaking of basic.
Any other food? Sushi, fruit salad, loaded salad, candy.
Sushi. What are you drinking? Water, soda, orange juice,
Soda?
fruit smoothie. Again, what kind of meticulous planning went into this picnic in the park or on the beach? Well, I'm drinking soda. I'm addicted.
I would say probably water or soda. Or most likely I would have both.
Mm-hmm.
But soda. And finally, how long will this picnic last? 15 minutes. 30 minutes. 1 hour. Over 2 hours.
Over 2 hours? Nah. 1 hour. 15 minutes. Can you imagine?
You would setting it up would take 15 minutes.
1 hour.
I wish they had 1 hour plus.
I know. An hour and a half to 2 hours would be ideal. But not more than 2 hours.
Could be 2 hours, 1 minute. I'll just say over 2 hours, because I can't imagine. 6 months!
6 months!
If you're with someone right now, they're the one. If not, you'll be meeting someone very soon.
Okay, let's see. What's the date 6 months from now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, on our show on July 9th, we will come back and say, hey, are you married yet?
I doubt it.
Doubt.
Jeez.
X.
Yeah, X to doubt.
X to doubt.
Ugh.
So July 9th, tune in. Amazing. Sure. Okay.
Last one.
Create a podcast and we'll tell you what fruit you are. Because you need to know.
Because this is relevant to everyday life.
Absolutely.
And getting to know the hosts.
Knowing what fruit you are is just as important as knowing what your Myers-Briggs is. Okay? What your Enneagram is. I'm kidding. I don't agree with the Enneagram. Okay. What will be the topic of your podcast? Science, the arts, sports, a fandom, politics, comedy. None of the above.
If you were to, if we did something, aside from this, or, what would you want to do?
Oh, politics, 100%.
I was gonna say, you'd probably do politics. Politics
sure
just stresses me out, and I don't really like talking about it. I would probably go with a fandom or comedy. Most likely a fandom. If I could make a podcast just about metal, I so would. I meant to, do something like that a long time ago. I wrote a script for it and everything.
Nice.
And I never made... It was originally going to be a YouTube series, but then I felt too self-conscious to make anything.
We have friends who like metal, so
That's
maybe
true.
you can fire up another podcast. I can't start a political podcast because there's so many of them. It's what's the word that I'm trying to find? Not dense. It's like a saturated community. There's just so many political podcasts that it would be hard to stand out.
Yeah, true.
Who will your co-host be?
A friend, a family member, a coworker? No. A celebrity, like we know celebrities.
I know.
A new person for each episode I will host alone.
I don't know, I like the idea of a new person for each episode because then you could get a wider
perspective.
Yeah, a wider perspective. You could get different opinions, different thoughts. So at least for my imaginary political podcast, I would want to do that.
I'm torn between I would host alone or I would have a new person because I don't think I'm extroverted enough to actively seek out people to be
true.
different on the podcast. So I'd probably just host alone.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be hard to describe. Choose your podcast cover art.
Is that like...
A multicolored painting of Marilyn Monroe. A potato shaving another potato while he's reading a newspaper.
It's like a barbershop feel.
I don't know what that symbol is.
What would you... It's like the OK hand with a blue circle in it.
Yeah. It's like OK, upside down.
It's not really upside down. It seems pretty like up.
What's this and then this? I don't even know how to describe that.
Anyway.
It looks like the Firefox symbol.
In a way, yeah.
Ish, sort of. A pair of headphones.
Orange headphones on a blue background.
Colorful squigglies.
Yeah, a bunch of random, like, multicolored zigzags on a white background. And then that symbol from iTunes when nothing has cover art. I don't really like any of these.
I'd pick the potatoes, just because he's reading a newspaper. That would be most relevant. Nothing else is relevant to my podcast, so I guess potatoes.
I'd go with headphones.
There you go.
Who would produce your podcast?
Oh, jeez.
WNYC, NPR, The New York Times, Radiotopia, the BBC. I would produce it myself. I'd produce it myself.
Because
I'm doing it with this podcast, so why not a second one?
Woo! Pick a celebrity guest to interview. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
This quiz is dated. Michelle Obama, Sutton Foster, Tom Brady, Emma Watson, Aziz Ansari.
No idea who that is.
Or Stephen Hawking.
Well, I guess let's break out the Ouija board because we're talking to Stephen Hawking.
We're talking to Stephen Hawking.
I don't really like any of these people.
Me neither.
Oh, this quiz is from 2017.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'd pick Michelle Obama just because I bet we could have a civil discussion about the state of the world. She seems like a civil person. Even if we disagreed on certain topics, I bet I could have a decent, civil, respectful conversation with her.
I think... I know Stephen Hawking passed away, but since the topic of mine is like... The idea that I have in my brain is like a fandom or like metalcore. Mm-hmm. Just talking to Stephen Hawking about metalcore.
I'd listen. I'd tune in. I'd tune in.
A great scholar. For kicks, I'll go with Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
Pick a sponsor to thank. Grammarly, Blue Apron, the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, Geico, Airbnb, MailChimp.
I'd pick Grammarly. They do good things.
I use Grammarly a lot, and I really wish I had it for free, so I would go with Grammarly.
Okay.
I'm a plum.
I'm a watermelon. No description, no explanation, just watermelon.
I'm plum.
Darn.
Literally, why?
Feels like such a letdown.
I know! What the heck?
Wow. Okay, Miss Plum. Mrs. Plum
Miss
in the library with a candlestick.
Isn't Professor Plum a guy, though?
I don't know. It's 2022.
Anyway, so that was the Laughing Through the Pain podcast. More laughing than pain this time.
A healthy balance of both.
Yeah. If you liked the podcast, rate us 5 stars on Spotify. I don't know if Anchor has a rating system, but you can do that. You could listen to the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube. Check out host Eleanor's YouTube channel called Eleanorium. There will be a video coming out in a couple days. If not before the release of this podcast, I don't know. I've been procrastinating on editing. Yeah. Anything else to add before we go?
I thought that we had one, but I had like a piece of advice that I was going to give, but I can't remember what it is now.
I think next week we'll do... Is next week? Next week's not that one before Valentine's Day, is it?
It is.
Okay. So we'll probably be doing a special like Galentine's podcast, whatever that'll be. So look forward to that.
Whatever it is, it'll be awesome.
Yep. Probably.
Hopefully.
you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Yep. Just all the self-promo. Shout out to all the great people on Twitter, in the podcaster community, because you're all amazing and you're super friendly.
Shout out to the bots on Instagram. Leave us alone.
I haven't I literally, I'm so not motivated to post on Instagram because there are so many bots, and I'm just like, none of you are real people. You're all just disappointments.
You're all just disappointments. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's our show.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace, love, and chocolate bunnies.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Goodbye.